Good morning, everyone. How we doing? I'm having a good day. We loaded first thing in the morning. We slept in the yard again. I woke up at 4 a.m. Forklift driver was a little bit late, so he was about half an hour later than normal, which is the advantage to sleeping in the yard. I went back and snoozed a bit until I heard the forklift start up. So at 5 o'clock we were loading, and we're now headed to Richmond, which is Greater Vancouver. We'll unload there tomorrow morning. Once again, I hope to get there early and sleep right there by their yard, and we might get unloaded before 7. Sometimes that happens. We shall see. Right now we are on Highway 3, crawling out of Rock Creek. Crawling 30 kilometers an hour. And we don't want to be doing more than 30 kilometers an hour when we hit this corner, because we've seen quite a few big rigs roll on this corner. And always at the end of the corner, as you're exiting the corner. So people come in at a good speed, and then they go, okay, we're coming out of the corner, they hit the throttle and speed up, and that's where they roll over. Have to remember, just because our tractor is out of the corner, our trailers are still way in the corner. Right about here is where they roll, because it's so tempting to hit the throttle and speed up, but our trailers are still making the tight turn till there, they stop turning. We're already turning the other direction, and the trailers are still turning the other corner. Second half of the climb. Man, we don't have a lot of snow left. It is melting fast. It's only +2 right now, but it's early in the morning. I guess not that early anymore. Probably around 11, give or take. So it's late morning then. Paulson was pretty darn good. There was a couple little areas where there was black ice, and I almost spun out, but made it through without chaining up. While we're melting and it's still freezing overnight, there's going to be a lot of black ice on the mountains. We'll really be watching our temperatures, and if we think it looks wet, it might not be wet, it might be ice.
Now you have to watch your weight.
And I have to really watch my weight. I don't know, we got a message on our Qualcomm to really watch our weights. Being overweight is not acceptable, and it's like, I've always watched my weights. I am very, very rarely overweight. And when I am overweight, it confuses me because I had the gauges correct, but I'll make sure I watch the gauges and don't take any risk. If we were really, really close, I'll maybe ask them to move the pallet or something. Maybe DOT is doing a blitz, or spring. I know what. Yeah, that's a good point. Just brought up the point that it's in spring, and with the thawing, they don't want any overweight vehicles on the roads because it's going to make some serious issues on the highways. Frost boils or something like that, or frost heaves.
Well, it sounded like it was from DOT, the roadman.
does concern me when we're running empty with full fuel. My steer wheels are, if we're running empty with full fuel, my steer wheels are 400 kilograms over. With a load, they're about 200 over. Getting warm in the sun here. Almost to the top here, and then we get to go.
It feels good to suck out that vitamin D.
It does feel good. A little more snow at the higher elevation. A lot of snowmobile trails in that cattle field. Someone's been having fun. There's a Sutco that pulled into the brake check. I swear he was wearing his hard hat. Okay, four-way flashers off. We're up to speed for a little bit anyway till the next corner. Got another climb there. This next corner can be very slippery because of the trees. Keep the highway in the shade. So if I see moisture on the ground, I'm hitting the power divider lock and the rear and front diff axle lockers before we start slipping. Looks dry so far. It's actually a little park here. Not sure what it's called, but it's a little park. Yeah, looks good. A little moisture here, but after this climb we got two more climbs. I think two more climbs. Yeah, I think two more climbs to get to the top of Anarchist. I know for a fact there's a better way through these mountains than this highway. If they had only built this highway at the bottom of the valley to the right hand side, you would have to do very little climbing. Yeah, that valley nicely goes all the way to Okanagan Valley. Just stay right at the bottom of the valley, you'd be flying along, no climbing necessary. Just one teensy little issue with that way. That goes into the US. I guess they built the highway as far south as they could. Super B drop deck. Ugh, funny bump. Of course, we got a steep downgrade here before our next climb. I can see our climb way in the background. All that white snow in the mountain in the background. You see a line going uphill at a pretty steep angle. I think it's about an 8% grade over there. That's a new sign. It's saying there's a bump here. Maybe it's a frost heave right here. There's a little bit. Of course, I didn't take the tracks. If I'd stayed in the main, most traveled lane, might have been worse. Watch this downgrade. It's easy to overspeed. If you slow down ahead of time, usually like slowing down at the top of the hill, and then it's no issue. Mount Baldy ski area, 19 kilometers to the right. All right. Second last climb. This one we can get some good momentum at the bottom. Next one we don't have that momentum. Some more cows. Looks like they're beef cattle. Oh, a bunch of pigs there too. I haven't seen those before. Big pigs, very big pigs. Man, soon I'm gonna have to put a short sleeve shirt on.
Somebody just tapped on it.
Yeah, Jess has got the short sleeve shirt on already.
I know what this
Wondering how those flat deck guys can still be profitable. Super B, you can carry an extra 1,500 kilograms. A lot more profit in a Super B than on just a flat deck. the corner to Bridesvale. Try to get a little bit of speed and then our last climb. Is it our last climb? Somehow I don't think that's the summit. Maybe there's another climb after. Darn, there's more climbs. More climbs than I can remember. How many hundreds of times have we taken this road now and I still can't remember? Not a lot of traffic on this road though. It is empty. Not I'm complaining. I enjoy empty highways. Another bump sign there. Let's do the same thing again and not take the main tracks. I could see on the very right hand side there's a bit of a funny bump, but we missed it. We spin it on this climb once or twice this winter. I know once for sure, because we put the chain right through the tire and blew the tire. Small rocks on the road, not too bad. Still want to watch not to hit those. Could cut a tire. There's going to be a lot more of those rocks now that spring is here. Spring is always falling rock season. Slowly and painfully we're climbing, little engine that could. Why am I getting a head shake for that?
I don't think you need explanation. I don't know why.
What's his name, Thomas? I'm Thomas. Trucker Thomas? No. Not gonna work for you? Can't say I didn't try. I don't know what I was trying, but I cannot unsee all the spun out tracks on the highway. I think I've said that before. Someone spun it right there. Someone spun it right over here. another one right over here. Made some, oh, and more here. Dug quite a bit. After I spun out once or twice, I started seeing on the pavement all over the place, everywhere there's a steep hill. Anytime when we're climbing this slow, I see all over the place where semis have chained up and really spun all the way up with the chains on, digging little marks in the road that are now, they just pop out, and I had never in my life ever seen them before. And some of them are so painfully obvious, I don't know how I could have missed them, but I guess if you're not looking for them. But even now, I'm not looking for them, but I recognize them. Oh, there's another bump, but we're going so slow it doesn't matter.
It's a sign that springs here.
What's that?
It's a sign that springs here. A sign.
The last climb. It feels like the last climb. Maybe I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. Who am I kidding? I am as crazy as I thought I was. Maybe a little crazier than I thought I was. Bit of a crazy pass there. Right there's the sign for the summit. Haha! Anarchist Summit. And way in the background you can see mountains. Don't ask me what those mountains are. My best guess would be Cathedral Mountains, but I'm not 100% sure if we're facing directly west or not. Now we're facing pretty much directly west according to my GPS. So those might be the Cathedral Mountains. US border somewhere in there. Should we take our time going down here? Yeah, this is the only point where we can see all those mountains. These in front of us right now are all in the U.S., most definitely in the U.S. As we get down lower again, we can't see them. Always want to take your time down this downgrade because at the bottom is a slow 70 corner. If you take it down at full speed limit, you're going to burn your brakes pretty hard over here. I have to drag them just slightly, probably 5 psi here to get to our 70. Yeah, like 10 psi here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go down into Osoyoos, climb the other side of the valley, take the roller coaster to Princeton, and then we take the Hope Princeton all the way to Hope, and then we're in the mainland, off to Vancouver. So should be a good day. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you tomorrow.